Well, let's get started. Got a lot to talk about today. On the Well.
Welcome to The Well. On today we're talking about beauty standards with Trinity, Danetta, Brian, and Daniel. How y'all feeling today?
Feeling great.
I'm
Yes.
Marvin
Yes.
T.
I'm thinking he's doing it on
You
purpose
say it
now.
for me.
Trinity.
There you go.
There you go.
Right
That's
now,
your name?
I'll let everybody in on The Well. Right now we're having an issue with how I pronounce Miss Trinity's name.
You still did it.
I ain't said no D
You
in
just
there.
said it, Trinity.
Just
Trinity.
call
There
it.
you go.
You got it. You got
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Oh.
But how y'all feeling today?
I'm doing
Real
good.
good though.
Doing good with you.
So what I've heard, there's certain ladies that like a gentleman, and then there's certain ladies like a man that's confident. But there's some people look at confidence as game. Does game bother you?
When I know it's game, yeah.
How do you know it's game? Yeah, please.
I mean, I hung out with
Thank
all
you.
the homies growing up, so I know it's game.
Well, can you give us an example, please? A
You
sample.
can kind of sometimes.
Okay, here we go.
What? I'm just saying. I don't
Go
know
ahead.
if my sister
Go
has
Yeah,
to
I
do
mean,
it,
goodness.
you know,
I
like you
shouldn't
can-
have to give you an example. You know the example.
Exactly.
I know.
If you deal with this guy, then you went with this guy. Sometimes it may become the same old repetition. Like I heard this before. Like, what are you saying different than what he just told me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you kind of know that. And then sometimes you can also. Sometimes I think guys think it's okay to say certain things to women because they think that's what we want to hear.
Exactly.
Please give us a little sample. There's some guys out there who just don't know. Maybe
Who
they're
may not
using the
know.
same line. You know, they want to stop. They want to do better. How can they do better? Explain some of these mistakes that we're doing. Seriously. You know?
Like I just been looking for you. Like where you been all my life?
Well, that's
like,
stupid. Who does that crap?
not.
These aren't regular
That is
college
not
dudes.
stupid.
These aren't regular dudes,
You
I'm
would be
sorry.
surprised like she's thinking
I've
you
never
put
approached a
yourself
young lady
like
that
I
way.
mean, maybe not you, but your homie might have.
So let me ask you this. We heard a certain celeb talk about going a rant about different issues of black women and their labels and what they do. What do you think about that, Brian?
You know what?
You struggling?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a drink and pass that to someone else.
No, I want to ask you, like, if you saw a woman and she was walking down
No
the
drink.
street, and you know she had these,
Yeah.
this nice, maybe she had a front lace on or some
Yeah,
extensions,
yeah.
curly. Then you get closer, she got lashes popping, you know, Betty Boo style.
Okay,
And,
all right.
You know, how would you feel? Like at a distance, you just thought it was just natural.
Yeah. You know what? All right. Since we're honest and this is the well, we're inside the well right now. I'm not a big fan. I just like real. If you have this amount of hair and it's right here on the length, rock it. Rock the heck out of it. If you have lashes, just rock your real lashes. I'm more for all natural. That's just me.
Got you.
I don't need, but if that's what you do, and I meet you and I'm feeling you,
Gotcha.
and we've been dating, and now you're kind of you're changing it up, then I'm gonna be like,
So would you say Alicia Keys has started a movement, an all-natural movement? Are you a fan of that?
I don't see a problem. See me, I'm not a big fan of makeup because I want to know what you're gonna look like later on.
So
Once
you're a
the
fan
makeup.
of the all-natural?
I just like all natural. I don't feel that you have to do a lot of makeup. I think makeup is for you to be made up into something. You know, that's why I'm always rock with the natural beauty. So when I do see young ladies out there with just looking fly and they just got the little natural hair, they got the hair, did no lashes, no makeup.
Danetta, what you feel?
I think first of all, we don't wear weaves or makeup for you.
All right, now
Well,
we in
I
here.
never said
mean,
I never said that you
but
were wearing
but
that
you're
for me.
saying
But
one,
but if you heard me, I never bashed. I said if I see them, I'm cool. I'm attracted to them. I'll talk to them. Now what we were talking about was the next time you see them,
There you go.
they're looking totally different.
So
You know, that's just like for the longest, I never could understand why women do implants. But
still don't.
I didn't, but then I had to realize, like, I'm a woman myself, and as a woman, we all have some type of insecurity somewhere, whether or not, like, you want to admit to that, but we do. So I have to realize, like, okay, that's an insecure issue for some women. And I talked to someone who has them, and after realizing that, I talked to another person who got them, and I realized, like, their situation was the same. So that's what makes you happy.
I don't know. I feel like with injections, it's become a trend. And I feel like it's harder for regular shaped women, whether you're box shaped, hourglass, athletic.
Very true.
I think we now, the standard now is build a bodies. And I think it's unfair. Like, I don't want to go and get a snatched waist with super wide hips. So I feel like maybe for some it is them fulfilling their insecurities, but I do feel like this is a big trend.
Yeah,
Well, some people go too far with it. I mean, now they go with the lip injection, the butt
fillers,
implant,
cheeks,
lifting. Yeah, some people go too far with it, and when you go too far with it, that's when you really.
Where do you think the insecurity comes from?
It's internal. I mean, it could have come from childhood. It could come from just themselves, the way they perceive themselves.
Social media.
That's number one.
When you're looking at social media, and every day if you looking at yourself in the mirror, like I always feel like people who pile on tons of makeup, like somewhere down the line, they just not happy with it.
But you have to draw the line and say, okay, am I doing this to enhance myself, and post enhancing myself? Am I going to be okay mentally with getting it done, or am I going to be a mess if I don't get it done? But I think that should be addressed as well, your mind. I think I'm really encouraged by Alicia Keys, by her going natural, because she's making that bold statement saying, I want to be who I'm going to be, how I wake up in the morning, just like Beyonce said.
Well, I love Alicia, but let's be real. Alicia was on Proactive for about 13 years. When she first came out in 2001, she dealt with really bad acne along like the jawline and the cheek. She wore makeup during that whole years of being on Proactive, and now her skin is finally clear. Now she wants to go natural. Now, my thing is this. Everybody's like, oh, the movement Alicia started. I would be more with the movement if she would have did it when her face was jacked up, because her face looks her skin is amazing now. If she would have did it when her skin was horrible, then I probably would have been like, okay.
Let me ask this: we're stuck on women right now, and you look at your gram, and your man done 10 twerk videos. That don't bother you?
See, that's
that's probably not gonna happen with you. That ain't gonna happen with her. That's what she just said.
That's not gonna happen with me. Cause I mean, like I said, I know who I am. And I just don't get all into that social media.
Because once you see so much of that, you start to think a certain way.
It does, especially
it plays on you.
It does, because for me, I'm more athletic build. So to see guys liking these artificial bodies, it's just like, do I have to? Well, I'm not gonna compete with that, but it's just like, why? You're looking at the outside.
They don't want the natural stuff.
Yeah, you especially when you were saying hair, makeup, it's like, okay, but here this girl body built upside down.
Okay.
So one thing in dating, as you get older, they say you date to marry. And so true. Do you have an issue if you ran up on somebody and they were like, hey, I've been in a few relationships. What is too many relationships for you?
That's good.
My limit's gonna be 3. 3's the truth.
I would probably say there's really not a limit for me, honestly.
So I'll ask this: would you want to know?
It's almost better not to know. I'm just going to be very honest with you. Now, disease-wise, I want to know. If something popped off, you need to let me know.
So Daniel said he want to know. Why you want to know?
Again, if I found that out from her firsthand, I could deal with that. But if I'm finding out about that from a few of my friends,
so say if a guy came up to you in church after church, he was like, hey man, I see you hanging with such and such. Me and her,
honestly,
right? I said 3's the charm. And for the ladies, know your value. Just know your value.
I'll say
for the gentlemen, know your value.
So I'm pretty sure this is something we will get back to on the well. Thank you for joining us on today. We'll see you next time. Catch up on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you. Looking for more West State TV original content? Like and subscribe to make sure you never miss a video.